In Deuteronomy 22, the heart of God is revealed not just in grand commands but in the everyday acts of kindness, justice, and care for others. If your neighbor lost something, a donkey, an ox, a cloak, you were not to ignore it. You were to return it, even if it was inconvenient, even if you didn't know them well. Because God's law called His people to look out for one another, to protect what belonged to someone else, and to do what was right, even when no one was watching. Even the smallest details mattered. If you saw an animal in distress, a fallen ox, or a struggling sheep, you had to help. Mercy was to be a way of life. God's care extended to creation itself. If you found a bird's nest, you could take the eggs but let the mother go free. A small gesture, but one that showed respect for life and for the balance of God's creation. God also gave laws for purity and modesty. Men and women were to honor the way they were created, not blurring the lines of identity. These instructions weren't about control, they were about honoring the design of the Creator. Safety was important too. When building a new house, Israelites were told to add a railing to the roof, a simple step, but one that protected life. God was not distant, He cared about building codes, not just commandments. Then came the laws of sexual purity and marriage. These were serious, designed to protect individuals, families, and the entire community. False accusations were condemned. If a husband falsely accused his wife, he was punished and had to remain married to her for life. But if a woman had been unfaithful, there were consequences too. God's laws held both men and women accountable. And in all of this, whether it was returning lost animals, honoring gender, building safe homes, or protecting marriage, the message was clear. God cares how we live. Not just in temples or on special days, but in everyday choices, in how we treat our neighbor, how we handle truth, how we care for creation, and how we walk in purity.